What's up, guys? Ushin here from Team Gustarger coming at you with a deck profile. Today we have Ned, who came 4th place at the You literally just told me how to pronounce it, Ned. How do you pronounce it again?
Katowice.
Katowice regional in Poland, playing the SPYRAL list that you see here. So Ned, we have with us here, he's on the team. And we're going to run through the deck profile, and then we'll just have a bit of a discussion about it afterwards. So first off, in the main deck, we have 3 Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. We have 1 copy of Danger Nessie, 2 Jackalope, 2 Tsuchinoko, 3 Magician Souls, 3 Cyframe Gear Gamma and 1 Driver, 1 Drone, 1 Last Resort, 2 Master Plan, 1 Quick Fix, 1 Sleeper, 3 Super Agent, and 1 Tough to round off the monsters. For spells, 3 Foolish Goods, 1 1-for-1, 1 Reinforcements to the Army, 2 Big Red, 1 SPYRAL Mission Assault, 1 SPYRAL Resort, and 3 Wharf Thou. And then finally for traps, we have 3 SPYRAL Mission Rescue. In the side deck, we have 2 copies of DD Crow, 3 copies of Drone Lockbird, 1 Gamma Seal, 1 Humongous Kaijus, 3 Twin Twisters, 1 Anti-Spell Fragrance, 3 Evenly Matched, and finally a single Rivalry of Warlords. In the extra deck, we have 1 Gagaga Cowboy, 1 Baguska, 1 Sylvan Princess Sprite, 1 Apollousa, 1 Os the Earth Charmer, 1 Barricade Board Blocker, 1 Borlo Dragon, 1 Borrowed Sword Dragon, 1 Nightmare Griffin, 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, 1 Link Rebo, 1 Double Helix, 1 Trigate Wizard, and finally a single copy of Underclock Taker. So Ned, how was the list for you this weekend?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very good list in the end. I made some kind of fun choices based on meta where to be attending.
You're cutting out a bit, Ned.
It was, apologies, it was
No
very
worries.
diverse. I'd never experienced a meta like this. And that influenced some of my choices, especially I couldn't have access to permanents for this event, so I chose Gamma because I really want to cover my bases. I also made decisions regarding the extra deck based off this. And yeah, I really enjoyed the list. I feel it went very well.
Yeah, Gamma's interesting as well, actually. Like, how was Gamma for you? Like, did it obviously, like, it's really powerful card. It didn't brick for you when you were going second at all? Like, if you lost a die roll?
No, I felt it really put in work because I played quite a lot of Rogue.
Sorry, I mean, it didn't brick for you going first at all. It always came up.
Well, most of my times whenever I opened it going first, I would try and bait some sort of response for my opponent before using it, and I found it went very well.
I suppose you can do that with like the Foolish Burial Goods, the Resorts, the Where Art Thou, and the 1-for-1.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh
yeah,
wait,
I really enjoyed it. I think
you can bait it with Magician Souls as well.
enjoyed
That's really funny. But I mean, like nothing. Is
yeah,
really
it's
gonna...
cool. I think I might in the future keep it in, but
Yeah.
I may take it out. I do want to test it.
And what do you think of playing a Lambda by any chance? I suppose that the arrows are kind of
No,
bad, so yeah, you wouldn't really be able to do that.
Unfortunately, I lent my Lambda to someone else and wasn't expecting.
Right. Yeah. I suppose if you go Curious Griffin and you have like an extra material, I suppose you can go Lambda then, but it doesn't really come up, I suppose, in SPYRAL.
Yeah.
I noticed in the main deck, you weren't playing Terraforming. Is that just because you only use Resort? You only search it off the master plan?
Yes.
You don't really want to open it. Okay. And then also...
It was kind of just a personal preference, to be honest. I obviously understand the reason for playing Terraform. I just, it came to the point where I had to find something to cut in the end, and I ended up picking Terraform.
That's fair, yeah, that's completely fair.
There were often times that I regretted it. At the time, I was comfortable with my choice, so I'm still not entirely sure what to think. That's one of the glaring issues I had.
Right.
But the rest of the list,
You're comfortable with, perfect. And you didn't play Utility Wire. What was your decision for that?
don't like it.
Right, okay, why's that?
Yeah, I honestly just don't really think Utility Wire is great.
You think it's not high impact?
And I understand it, but I don't like
it. That's fair. And then aside from that, the main is all fairly standard. You're playing 2 big red instead of 3. How come you chose to play 2 big red?
I I honestly just found that like I often found 3 to be kind of overkill.
Right.
Like it was very nice to open it, but you could search it so often that I found the third copy to be irrelevant at times.
Right. And how is the
It
consistency of
was
the deck overall?
yeah, like I'd rather open some kind of starter than something that was a bit more situational like Big Red.
That's fair. That's fair. How is the consistency of the deck overall? Like you had the dangers and stuff in as well. Did they make the deck
Yeah,
more
I did
consistent, you
want
feel?
I wanted to keep the dangers in. I'd been testing a new Performer Pal spell, Popper Up.
Oh, that's the one where
But
you draw 3, right?
yeah, it is. But the more I tested it, the more I kind of was very hesitant about it because I ended up keeping the dangers in. I found they still offer quite a lot to the deck. I felt the consistency was quite good. Spiral does have like inherent flaws with its consistency,
Yeah.
but it's something you just kind of just have to accept when you play the deck.
Yeah, it's true.
You work around.
I suppose one thing that sucks about Popper Up is that it loses pretty hard to draw, but then again the dangers all do as well to the exact same extent.
Yeah.
And then I guess we'll move on to the side. How was the side for you? Did your siding patterns feel good? Did you feel like you had everything you needed in your side, or was there more coverage that you felt like you wanted?
I enjoyed I was very happy with the side. Like, one of the main things was the one rivalry. I was speaking with you about this earlier, and
Yeah.
this was a thing I'd been fearing for a long time. And I thought like this would be a good event to test it at because I honestly didn't think I was going to do that well. I was just attending for fun.
Right.
because I don't speak the language
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the regional I attended.
And you've no
But,
translations or
obviously it
anything.
worked out in the
So.
end. But the theory behind the rivalry is you end on Griffin and Sleeper,
Mm.
who, funnily enough, both be fiends.
Oh.
And
Whoa. Sleeper's a
Yeah.
fiend. He is.
yeah,
That's
he is.
wild.
Yeah,
That's really funny, actually.
yeah. So you end on the two of
Oh.
them, and it can help both in like the spiral mirror and against like certain other random decks. So
Mm.
like Lunar Light can be quite good against them. At times, it's a quite situational. Don't
But,
think
yeah.
I'd keep it in future, but when it comes up, it feels very.
That's still very funny, actually. I really like that. And I suppose you can also, because Sleeper and Griffin are both lights, depending on the format, you can play Gozen as well, which is quite interesting. Although,
It is.
I
It was
guess...
quite amusing once when someone tried to super poly the two of them for a
Oh,
Mud
yeah,
Dragon.
for Mud Dragon. That's gas. Yeah, just
Yeah.
let me know you have the Super Poly. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's funny. And then also the anti-spell. How's the anti-spell for you?
Oh, Anti-Spell is so good right now. It straight up wins game sometimes.
It's very good. Yeah, it's nuts.
Because quite a few more people were playing Storm than I was expecting.
Oh, really? Like, a lot of people had it.
Yeah. Yeah, quite a few people had it.
Jeez, Katowice is bougie as fuck. That's gas.
And Storm essentially just said, like, I did not want to die to that card.
Yeah, it's true.
Because, like, it would essentially just mean that, like, if they baited a Trigate or something, be left Sleeper.
Yeah.
And,
Or if they, like,
Anti-Spell
hit you with some kind of...
essentially,
Yeah.
Yeah,
If they hit you with some kind of interruption, they just clear the Griffin for free.
yeah.
So, yeah. That's good. And I suppose it's also very good. Like, I was actually hearing this with Luke today. It's quite good against the likes of, like, Salmon Great, I guess. But also, like, more meta matchups. It's very good against Spiral because it stops, like, the 1-for-1s, it stops your Rotus, it stops your Big Reds, it stops your Horarthos, your Field Spell. It also is good against Luna because it stops them from using Tiger, which is their main source of, like, graveyard recursion.
It's also really good against the control decks like Guru and Geist.
Right, yes, of course, yeah, especially Guru.
Yeah.
Not so much guys. And then against the Shadal deck, which is going to be quite popular in this kind of period of time post structure deck release, it's quite good against
Yeah.
that because it just stops all of the fusion spells, which is quite nice.
Yeah, that's so.
And decks have to go neg to out it, like you have to make a Phoenix or something to kind of get rid of it, which is pretty nice. And then the Twin Twisters in the evenly match.
With the list overall.
The Twin Twisters in the evenly matched. That's a lot of back row hate you had in the list.
Yeah, so I was expecting a lot more back row decks over here than there actually were. Apologies, that was a really bad call on my part.
Right. I suppose you don't really know the meta, so it's like that's fair.
In hindsight, I should have thought it through more.
Right.
But I'm still happy I can.
The evenly matched or the Twin Twisters, which do you think was more impactful? Which would you cut if you had to?
Oh, evenly.
Evenly was more impactful.
Yeah.
Right. Nice. So you probably cut the Twisters going ahead. Do you have any idea what you'd put in? Maybe like Dark Ruler No More or something like that?
I'd really like Storms, but
yes, God, so wouldn't we all? I was looking at the price of the Prismatic, the Starlight Storm, and it's like €414 for the lowest English. It's insane, so expensive.
That's crazy.
And then finally moving on to the extra deck. Really quickly, it's fairly standard. So the Earth Charmer you mentioned to me was very powerful. Like what did that come up against?
I'd been fearing this for a long time about how good this card can be in the Spiral Mirror. Because the Spiral Mirror can go into a very clear situation where it's very strange bind. And also being able to summon back on its double helix is so good.
That's really nice actually.
Yeah, and it can... Quite a few people would like summon a Pankratops against me, and being able to like use a super agent in the other card to make Usa and summon back a Pankratops.
That's so funny.
Is really nice. I really like the card.
That's really funny. That's nice. Yeah, the card seems really good actually. And then the Cowboy. Did you sack many people in time with that? Was it handy?
Only like one of my games in the entire day went to time.
Right.
But
and you were happy you had it though.
I essentially put it in because I knew I didn't speak the language, so That's
so funny.
Would take longer than I thought they would.
Right, smart.
So I was like, if I go to time, I can burn someone.
That's a really smart call, actually. That's a really smart call. And then the Baguska, did that come up much?
That did, yeah. I kind of had a choice between Dweller or Baguska, and it was another case of I based it on the decks I was expecting.
Right.
And chose Baguska. And I was very happy with the choice. It didn't come up that often, but it was very impactful when it did.
Nice.
The Princess Sprite, I really wanted the Lyrillus.
Recital Starling.
I could not find one.
No, yeah, those commons are hard to find, aren't they?
Yeah, so I settled for the Old Faithful.
Old Faithful's Princess Sprite. And then finally, the last kind of weird thing I'm seeing in the extra here is the one Underclock Taker.
Yeah, so the reason behind this is I wanted a link to that could point down that wasn't Barricade.
Right.
So there were certain times where this kind of came up through testing and then where I didn't quite want to invest in Appaloosa, where I would want some, say, I'd want to hold on because I had kind of like a read on the opponent, have something to be able to clear my board, like maybe a sphere mode.
Yeah, or like an evening match or something.
Lava Gun, so I didn't want to invest too heavily. So apologies. Because usually you use Barricade very early on.
Right.
And I wanted a link to that could point down that did something, but to be honest, it really came up.
Okay.
It was just in theory.
Right. Okay.
Moving forward, I would probably.
Take it out and replace it with something else. Fair. Okay. What do you think you'd put in instead?
Or something useful.
Something useful. It's as good as an answer as any.
Yeah.
Gas. Well, that about wraps it up, I think, unless there's anything else you want to say. Do you have any shout outs you want to give or last comments in the deck?
I would like to give a shout out to that one guy called Wojciech who helped me with a lot of transactions.
Ah, nice lad.
So,
Always handy.
Yeah, thank you very much to that guy.
Good lad. That's perfect. Now, thanks so much for the profile. And congratulations again on the 4th place finish. Were there many people at the regional?
There was about somewhere between 50 to 60.
That's pretty big, actually. Yeah, it's very big. That's bigger than the Galway regional.
Mm.
Nice. Well, congrats again. Thanks for the profile. This is Ushin from Team Ghost Ogre signing out. I'll see you next time. Ciao.